Now that you have thought of preparing for the CAT, it's very important for you to know why you are preparing for the CAT or why you want to go for an MBA in the first place. Now, there are broadly two categories into which you can be divided. So the first category is people who enjoy what they are doing, just that they want to do it at a slightly higher level. Now, if you are someone who is pursuing graduation, chances are very high that you are either graduating in commerce or management studies or business administration, or you are doing a BSc in finance or so on. Now, in these cases, you already know that management studies is something that you want to pursue, and of course you would have graduated in that particular domain, and that will give you a lot of confidence that okay, this is what I need to pursue as a career choice. But the thing when it comes to an MBA is that it will accelerate your career, meaning that let's say for example you join an organization freshly after graduation. Now there is a good chance that you might end up getting a 2 LPA, 3 LPA or a 5 or a 6 LPA kind of a job. There are very rare jobs that exist which go beyond these numbers. So if you are from an average-ish college, a local college, let's say for example, then there is a very good chance that you might end up being employed at a salary of roughly 2 or 3 lakhs per annum. Now if you keep on working hard and you keep on getting promoted, let's say for example, or getting your increments over the next 5, 6, 7 years, then chances are high that you will end up getting 1 or 2 promotions by the time you are 27, 28, 29 years old. And that will take you at a certain level. Maybe you will reach 10, 12 lakhs per annum after these salary corrections or increments. Now what happens because of an MBA is that it will accelerate your journey from these 2 to 3 LPA to a 13, 14, 15 LPA. So for most of the institutes that will accept you, there is a good chance that you might end up somewhere around the 15 LPA CTC mark. And that is going to happen in a span of 2 years. Now you can imagine that whatever you are going to do over the next 7 years, that is compressed into the next 2 years, and that's why you are going to get a head start in terms of your career. Now what does this mean? One, it means that in case you decide to retire early, pursue your passions, start a venture of your own, or just sit and enjoy life, let's say for example, then you will be able to do it slightly earlier than most people purely because you have got that head start of 5 to 7 years. The second thing is, let's say for example, you are planning to work till the time you retire or you achieve retirement age. Now in that case, what is going to happen is because you have an MBA and because you have a head start of 5 to 7 years in your career, you are probably going to retire 1 or 2 levels above where you would have retired otherwise. And that also translates into a significant amount of savings considering the Pareto principle, which can be applied in this context as well. And if I were to tell you, I would be able to say that 80% of your life's savings is going to happen in the last 20% of your career. And if that 20% comes after an MBA, you can just imagine the kind of money that you are going to retire with. Now, the second category of people who have been patiently waiting till now, for those of you who do not enjoy what you are doing and you want to shift streams, an MBA is a good career choice if you are to shift streams purely because an MBA does not distinguish between someone who is an engineer, a non-engineer, a commerce graduate, an arts graduate, a medical graduate, and so on. Irrespective of your graduation background, once you are inside a B school, you are going to be given similar opportunities to the rest of your batch. Which means that, let's say for example, you are a technical person or you are an engineering graduate, but you do not really identify with the kind of job opportunities that you are going to get, then you can build your skill sets, try to become a better manager. If you intend to get into marketing or finance, you can do it with the help of an MBA. And that is exactly where an MBA comes into the picture for people who are working or people who are from a graduation stream which is non-management in nature. So whichever be your graduation stream, an MBA will welcome you with open arms, and of course after that you will be able to free or switch from your stream to the other stream. Now what you have to keep in mind when you are inside a B school is that because you are at a slight disadvantage in terms of not knowing what is going to happen inside the B school and in your career later, what you have to do is you have to use those 2 years of an MBA to their fullest extent. Meaning that you will have to ensure that whatever has happened in the previous 2 years, be it in terms of the work ex that you would have had or be it in terms of the college life that you would have enjoyed, you have to ensure that you change those things and build a new set of CV points, so to say, in your 2 years at the B school so that you can transform your CV entirely. So let's say for example you had a lot of technical projects as a part of your graduation. let's say for example you have worked for 2 years, you will have to ensure that all those CV points that you have, maybe 6, 7, 8, 10, whatever be the number of CV points, all the CV points that you are carrying forward from your graduation or from your technical work ex, you manage to flip it around and sort of get more managerial CV points in place of these CV points, right? So that is what you have to do once you are inside a B school. So your journey does not end as soon as you reach the B school, it merely starts there, and you have to ensure that you are in your best possible shape when it comes to your B school. So whatever be your education background, whatever be the nature of your work ex, even if you have taken a gap, even if you are a fresh graduate, you are welcome to go for an MBA. Just make sure that your reasoning behind going for an MBA is very clear. Do not go for an MBA purely because you do not like doing something else. So it's not a matter of eliminating all the other options that are available and then going for an MBA. You should know what exactly happens inside a B school. What is life like inside a B school? What are the academics like? What are the job opportunities like? What happens when people pass out of B schools? What happens to them after 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? If you have absolute clarity in this particular regard, you will be able to make sure that the journey inside a B school is a lot more meaningful and fruitful than it would have been otherwise.